Alright then guys, what is up? I'm AsgardsChamp. Welcome to episode 32 of my playthrough for Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia. Just before we get into it, down in the description below I'm going to leave some links to my social media. If you want to give me a follow there, that would be greatly appreciated. And without any further ado, let's get into it. So quick recap over the sort of end of the last episode was that we were fighting in England. There's a few rebellions going on, as we can see here in Derby. I auto-resolved a battle against Sussex here, which I thought I would win. We ended up losing, so a bit of a silly mistake on my part really, but it's going to cost me because this army is now sat in these marshes taking attrition. They're going to be replenishing, so we need to get back as quick as we can and kind of shore up our defences, probably over here in Linkline. Or Lindkiln, sorry. It'll be a case of replenishing these troops, probably taking on a couple more units as well. But we'll see how that goes. Over in Ireland, we'd almost taken out the Anglo-Saxons. I think they're almost gone. So then these three armies here can shoot across over to England or Wales, is what I'm thinking. Or at least one army over to Wales. And then maybe sort of attack down in the south over here, maybe. We'll see. We'll take that as it comes anyway. As and when we clear up Ireland, we'll send them over. And then finally, up in the north, there was some shenanigans going on with Lachlan. Yeah, I think we're besieging this settlement here. As soon as we've dealt with this, then we're going to try and take Thurso finally. We've been at that for quite a while and not had any joy as of yet. They keep raising a small army, and they seem to be able to get around a bit quicker than me. Maybe it's just the terrain around here, but they end up taking a settlement before I can catch them. So that's that. Now, I've got a few things here. Low public order, which I generally skip over because I think we're kind of aware of all of that now. We have some damaged buildings down here, which are going to cost probably too much for me to fix, so we're going to have to leave those. And then attrition for the Dragon Slayers, which is what I've already been over, the army that took on Sussex and Drayton and lost. They're sitting in the marsh taking attrition. So with all of that, let's end this turn and then get started with this episode properly. Alright, so a few traits gained, well, one trait gained, authoritative for Halfdan. He's got -3 loyalty, so let's just check on him. Still got a loyalty of 4, so that's fine. Happy with that. So in between turns there then, a few things have happened which we'll go over in a second, but the main one being the army of Sussex here moved north. Looks like they're going to try and take another settlement. So that leaves me with a couple of options. I don't think my army could really challenge them. We're a bit too weak, I think. So it might be worth us taking Drayton back and then replenishing a little bit before giving these guys chase. Now they are probably going to take some of my settlements. Nothing I can really do about that. So we're just going to have to deal with that, I think, as it comes. But we'll sort that out in a second. Nothing else really of note in between turns that I saw. Let's have a look. Yeah. Looks like the Irish Vikings... Actually, they're not the Irish Vikings anymore, I don't think. So this is Vedrefjord. Looks like they're sailing over towards England, so let's leave them to it. And over here, got the Swords of Wayland. We can take this smaller settlement here, occupy that. Oh, that gave us a massive increase to our income, which is good. Up to almost 2,000. I have a feeling, though, that research got complete. Now, the one that we were researching was supposed to push us down the Haking track, which I don't think it did. So, or at least it's not updated on here. So I think we might actually be sitting in this section, which is why the income's gone up. And maybe it's just taking a little while to update. That's happened a few times, I've noticed in this campaign. But we'll see, I guess, over the next few turns if that moves. Alright, so the last settlement we've got is Difflin over here. Now they've got a big garrison, I believe, if I remember rightly. Okay, it's not massive, but it's something. So what I was thinking was moving in kind of everyone really, and then besieging them with this force. I mean, we need to build some siege equipment, but it looks like we will quite comfortably win that one. So we're going to maintain the siege, and next turn we will probably take that and start sailing people over, which is perfect. Now we've also got Guthfrid over in the north somewhere. Where did we leave him? Here he is. So I think one more turn, he's going to basically be fully replenished, and then we can move him on. I just want to get him onto kind of the mainland of England as quickly as possible to help out. You know what, maybe I'll drop Guthfrid on the north of Wales here to take these settlements, and the rest of them coming from Ireland, maybe we'll move them kind of a bit further south, take South Wales and move into England from there maybe. Because the Anglo-Saxons control most of this and it'd be nice to take it off them. Seems to be their last kind of big chunk of settlements altogether. The rest are kind of broken up by Sussex and everyone else. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's deal with this research then. So I think, where were we? Yeah, we took this one, True Sovereignty, last time, which was supposed to push us one towards the English on the Haking track, which, again, it's not updated yet, so I don't know if it's done it or not really. Yeah, we've got a few options now as to what to take. You know what, actually? I'm going to take a few minutes just to look through this because I'm not too sure what I want to do here. I want to try and push us, well, keep the economy up, basically. So I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to help with that. So bear with me and I'll be back in a second. So having had a look at all the different civic trees here, they're all pretty helpful. I think I'm going to go with community. The ability to build a library isn't particularly important. The second one is quite good, +1 public order for everywhere. We then get more XP for generals, new buildings and so on, more church income, and eventually at the end we get another +1 towards the English on the Haking track, which is kind of good. So we'll go with that. It also actually increases the research rate as well. So we'll go for that one. Skills available then for Rixiege. Now he's one of our generals, yeah, the Swords of Wayland, so let's actually give him Quartermaster and put his movement range on the campaign map up a little bit. Alright, that's these three sorted. I think actually with Guthfrid we might move him over. Let's start sailing him over and maybe take a little pit stop here first. Because they seem to take a lot of losses when they do a big voyage on the sea. So it might be helpful just to pop him in here and then drop him down to Wales from there. So we'll try that anyway. There's more traits gained actually, so this is for Rixiege. He's got a Vanquisher, which gives public order +2. Don't think that matters because he's not a governor of anywhere, but we'll see. Before dealing with that situation there, let's actually just decide what we're doing here. Now we've got this small army, which we were using these guys to kind of run around taking smaller settlements. We do have this army here of Definer, who don't really have anyone to oppose them other than this army, but we've also got this army of Sussex, so a bit stuck with this one. Definitely help when I get some more armies onto the mainland of England. So with this small army anyway, I don't want to move them any closer this way because they'll just get killed. So Brugge over here is probably the next one I want to take. So we'll go for that. We do have a larger army here, Bringers of Ragnarok. I reckon we could probably start bringing them over this way with an aim or with a view to take is this Tamworthage? And then we'll see what these guys do in the meantime, because they may well kind of meet us in battle. But we'll see. Some of these big walled settlements anyway, I need to use my bigger stacks to fight them, so that's the reason really. Need to watch out for supplies as well if we're leaving them in enemy territory. Make sure we don't leave them there for too long. Alright, then up in the north, let's check on... forget the name of the army here. The Death Givers, that's it. Yep, so we need to take out this army. This looks like a battle we can probably fight on the map. Or do we want to just try and starve them out? I might try and starve them out and keep an eye on it. Let's just continue the siege here for a second. So, this army is the one that concerns me. If they recruit more troops for this one, more in the fact that they could then help out against me here, that's a problem. Don't think they can get there in one turn. So I will know in advance if I need to kind of take this city, or this settlement. So I'm actually going to leave them there and try and starve them out a little bit. Probably it's going to take longer, but I think I don't want to lose many troops here. I want to try and keep as many as I can. They're already not at full strength, so yeah, I don't want to lose a ton of men. Which leaves us with, we've already moved Guthfrid. Let's just move down here and see what we're doing. Sorry, yeah, that leaves us on the eastern coast over here. We need to decide what we're doing. I think taking Drayton just to secure our border, I guess, makes the most sense. And we'll get some replenishment as well. Not much, but it's something. Yeah, we definitely need to deal with this army. It's going to be a tricky one because they're stronger than I am at the moment. Just about anyway. And they're going to have pretty much free reign over my territories here at the moment like this, so it's not an ideal situation at all. The fact that we're kind of like surrounded by bogs as well makes it really difficult for me to send anyone to help. So that's just another thing I need to kind of deal with. But it's fine. We will deal with it eventually. Alright, let me just double check that's everybody moved. There's Ragnald over here as well. That's fine. He's doing what he's doing. Guthfrid with the Sons of Woden. What's he up to? Okay, besieging the settlement. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to end the turn there then. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. Once we've got a bit more money, maybe worth building some buildings in some of the settlements, helping out the economy and all that, but we'll see. Right, I'll end the turn there. Alright, so a few traits gained here. Looks like nothing terrible apart from Wulfric has become a tippler, bringing his public order down by 2. He's the governor of West Thriding, so let's check that out. Bear with me. Public order's still in the positive, so we should be fine, I think, with that. That shouldn't concern us too much, I don't think. Now with the income that I've got, I need to decide what I want to do with that as well. Do I want to start saving money and building up buildings for more economy, or do we want to rely on taking settlements in order to do that? So Lud was just taken from us in the last turn, which we kind of expected that, so that's fine. The issue we've got is this army is not strong enough, I don't think, to take this one on, really. I might have to. Either that or I take some more troops for them. Possibly... Actually, let's go with the cheaper units, so... Take a Danelaw Spearman. I think we've got enough in the way of skirmishers and cav. Maybe we need some more axemen. We've got a fairly strong unit there in berserkers. I don't really want to spend too much money, that's the problem. Swordmen cost a little bit per turn as well. Alright, you know what, I'm going to go for that. Extra swordmen, spearmen and axemen. And let's hope that's kind of enough just to bolster them a little bit. They are going to take time, obviously, to replenish as well. So I'm expecting some losses over here in terms of settlements. But we'll see. Linkill itself has a fairly strong garrison. I may be able to defend it with that garrison if they attack it. But let's see. What I kind of really don't want them to do is sail up the coast and start harassing, you know, way up here in the north. That'll cause me some issues, but if they do it, they do it. We'll have to decide how we deal with it. Anyway, Berthan has gained some traits. Let's just put it into scribe for more money. We've got plenty of food, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's deal with the situation in the north first as well. So yeah, they're still at 1 unit with that army over there, so I think one more turn they're going to start taking casualties, so I wouldn't be surprised if they attack me. But I'd rather be on the defence with that one because it's quite even. So yeah, this army I'm going to keep where they are, let them replenish a little bit. These guys, let's... Yeah, you know what, let's go besiege Tamworth. Let's just see what kind of garrison they've got. It's not massive. We might have to fight it on the battlefield. If these guys come in to help, that's going to be where the issue lies. But I can back off if that's the case. We'll see. Because this is going to be quite even otherwise. It's not a big garrison, but it's a strong garrison, so need to watch out for that one. You know what, I might take Brugge with these guys and then move them back just to help, just to reinforce a little bit. We'll see though, next turn we'll decide on that one. Alright, don't think there's anyone else on this side that we need to worry about. Where's Guthfrid? Let's have a look, check on him. Alright, let's get him settled into that port there. Now, all these guys, I think this is going to be an easy one to win, so I will just auto-resolve this one. Do it defensively so we lose less troops. We've got about 5,000 men against their 700, so yep, pretty clear. Awesome, we'll lost less than 100 men. I think that's fine, we'll occupy that one.
I have achieved greater rank.
Attrition for Thor's hammer. That's fine, we kind of knew that was going to happen. We're going to leave him there to replenish before moving him over, well, down south here to Wales. Alright, our income's just skyrocketed after that as well. Definitely must be a very profitable city, which is good. Looks like the Anglo-Saxons are down here as well, still harassing the Irish factions. Hopefully they'll fight back. That's kind of the purpose of me doing what I did. That's fine. Now with these guys, let's actually start sailing them across now. So I think we want to take them to southern Wales, so maybe land them around here. This settlement is owned by Cecilwig, which we're not at war with, so we might leave it that way for now. That begs the question then, why do I want to actually land these guys? There's Veserfjord. They're also here in southern Wales. We'll need to kick them out eventually as well. Oh, let's move the guys over here then and get them in sort of the centre of Wales and take maybe some of these settlements here. Let's just move them like that for now. And who else? This army too. Let's send them together to begin with. We can always split them up when we get there. And these guys will have to wait one more turn. Kind of need to be careful leaving this undefended as well, especially if the Anglo-Saxons are sending big stacks. So maybe I'll leave one army back for now, just to defend. We'll see. I mean, we own kind of the northern half of Wales, I guess. Anyway, damaged buildings in Dyfflin then, so let's get these repaired. Well, they're going to be expensive, so I'm not going to be able to do that this turn. Not all of them anyway. Let's get some of the cheaper ones done. Let's not get that one done. Okay, we'll have to leave it at that. That's fine. Within the next few turns, we'll get all that repaired. There's definitely some sort of glitch or bug going on, because that was at like 2,000 a minute ago, and I've not done anything. I've not spent any money other than what I've just done in repairing these buildings. It's dropped to 1,000. It's definitely something going on. Looks like we're still on this part of the Haking track as well. That's not moved, but something to keep an eye on. Skills available then for Guthfrid as well. What do we want to give him? Fairly new general. Let's give him point in champion. Attrition then for the Fury of Tyr and the Swords of Wayland. That's just because they're on the open ocean. As soon as they land, they'll be fine. And low public order in Brega, but that's okay. Alright, traits gained as well. Quite a few traits, but nothing negative, I don't think, so that's fine. Let's double check on all our armies and make sure we haven't missed anyone. I'm half tempted to start shifting these guys up to sit in Linkill instead. Yeah, I might leave them this turn, but yeah, I might at some point move them up. They're not replenishing very quickly here in Drayton, which is a bit of an issue because I need them as quickly as possible, but I can't wait like 4 to 6 turns for them to fully replenish.
Impossible.
And they've got a big 20 stack there now. I'm going to have to do something. Maybe wrap up what's going on in the north and send these guys south maybe. That leaves me kind of at risk of raiders harming me though as well, so yeah, pros and cons to every decision I make at this stage in the game, I think. There's no easy way of doing it. Anyway. Everyone's moved. I believe Ragnall as well. Yeah, he's staying where he is. That's fine. Right, I'll end the turn here then. Yeah, so as I expected, the army of Defender that were over there, the big 20 stack, in the kind of centre of England, they've ridden out to kind of help this settlement that I was besieging. I'm actually going to retreat these guys, and that's only because I can't obviously fight the garrison and them together.
Abandon the field.
Oh no, so Rixie has actually died at the age of 63, natural causes. That's sad. I think he's been with us since like right at the beginning, I believe. Oh well. Well, we've got another Ragnald we can put in. He's an old hand. better command and better recruitment cost. Yeah, I think we'll go with him. He doesn't cost anything either. And let's give unit morale a boost here on this one. We've seen this event before. I'm not going to read through it. I don't think we need the public order probably as much as we need the morale for the units. Okay. So yeah, we've got new general up here now. It's another Ragnald. I think we've got 2 now. Let's see what's going on with these guys. So yeah, they should start taking attrition as of next turn, making it easier for us to take the settlement. So let's keep the siege going. Still only 1 unit over there as well, so don't need to worry about them. As soon as we've taken this, we're going to march up and take Thurso back, and hopefully kick Lachlan out of Scotland for good. They've been there for far too long, as it is. Let's quickly check on Guthfrid. Get him in that settlement to replenish for a couple of turns before we move him down, or do we just keep him sailing? I don't know. I feel like I should probably just keep him going. There's no one putting up a fight over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep him going. Got low loyalty actually here. Thor's Hammer. No, sorry, that's attrition for Thor's Hammer. Low loyalty is for Hereward. Where is it? Giving us Hereward. So yeah, he's at loyalty 2. He's a governor. Alright, so Hereward, we need to give him probably some estates. We have plenty, like really have plenty. So let's give him, let's have a look. To find him in the list first. Hereward, there he is. Let's, I guess, give him something that doesn't take away from us too much. So the agricultural estates are giving us currently, because Guthfrid has them, plus 10 food production. We're in like a massive surplus for food, so that's not too much of an issue. We'll get a bit more income if we give them to Hereward though, so let's do that. And yeah, okay, let's actually stick him in give him some Irish agricultural estates. I think that should satisfy him. And give us a bit more income as well, which is perfect. Alright, I think that was everything. Okay, then over in Ireland, let's have a look. Looks like the army of the Anglo-Saxons have gone. However, I think I might still keep these guys here. Just for the time being. They're not desperately needed over in England. Sending 2 armies over, which should be more than enough. In fact, we're sending 3 because Guthfrid as well. So yeah, let's just keep these guys going. They may end up actually coming up against those the Anglo-Saxon army. They'll be around somewhere. Well, there's one here. Okay, actually this is quite close to our border and I've not realised. So we need to watch out for that one.
You can rely on us.
The Bringers of Ragnarok then, I can't really attack these guys right now because they're helping each other. My extra 5 units here are probably not going to help. So let's just keep them moving. Might be a good idea to go for, what's this, Wigrachester? Or Wigrachester? Only because it's owned by Definer and we want to hurt their economy because they've got a big stack here. So yeah, let's do that. Let's send them round. Send them this way though, so they're out of harm's way. And with these guys, let's start moving them to the west again, only because it'll either draw this army of Definer out to fight me, kind of one-on-one, so to speak, or I'll fight this Anglo-Saxon army. One or the other needs to happen. So, yep, and then over here, so they took Lude from us, and then they've moved off. They're probably going to try and take all my small settlements that are undefended. We are at some point going to have to ship these guys out to go fight them.
We cannot.
They are an army of 16 units, fairly well replenished. We're certainly not well replenished, but we are 18 units strong. Should we start moving them out now? You know, I think I'm going to have to, even though they're quite weak, I think I'm going to have to start moving them out. Only to kind of give chase, if nothing else. I mean, they'll still get a tiny bit of replenishment. Oh, okay, maybe not. Ah, I've just dropped them straight into enemy territory, that's really annoying. Never mind, it's fine. We'll decide what we do next turn with those guys. Okay. let's check on everybody. Guthfrid then. Yeah, I'm going to leave Guthfrid where he is, I think. I don't fancy... Yeah, I definitely don't fancy leaving all this unprotected completely. Definitely seems to be a good place to leave them. It's a well-defended city. And it's right on the border, so I can kind of see what's going on. And there is Lachlan here as well, I need to remember that too. Ragnald of the Death Givers over here. Yeah, I think we're going to wait another turn for that. And that's everyone. So we are rattling through the turns here. Can actually issue a decree. We are pushed back towards the English on the Haking track again. I wonder if it might be worth doing it again, just for the extra income. You know, I'm going to do it. That's giving us a massive boost to our income now, 5,000 per turn. If we can keep that, we can get some serious amounts of armies in. Obviously we need to wait for the recruitment pool to build up each time. But it just kind of secures us, I guess. So I'll end the turn there, and then we'll take it from there. The next step might be to recruit some troops for this army and build these guys up a little bit. But we'll see. Alright guys, got a bit of a battle on our hands then. So it looks like the big stack of Definer, which includes their king, who's 3-star general. Showing us rank 8 here, but 3 stars I think. Not too sure. Anyway, that might be his command level rather, but he's a level 8 general. So, pretty good. He's got, what, a full 20 stack against 19 for me. Look like fairly strong troops as well, to be honest. Fair amount of skirmishes. It's going to be a tough one. Balance of power's like really not in my favour. We are going to have to obviously fight this one on the battlefield, but I'm a little bit worried about this one. So let's jump onto the battlefield and see how it goes. I'll see you guys there. Alright then, so I'm defending. Looks like defending downhill, which is never good, especially when you're already outnumbered and outmatched. So, more than likely I'll set the guys up kind of, well, I'll try and keep them central. And I'll have to pop some people in the trees, I guess. Probably my cav. Hoping the cav can kind of win this for me, to be honest. If I pop everyone like defensively down, I don't know, maybe over here. Actually, no, I'll have to keep them right back this way, I think. And to the right ever so slightly. And then keep some people in the trees here. Kind of not on a downward slope right at the bottom here either, which helps. So we'll do that, get set up, and then I'll be back with you. Alright then guys, so what I've ended up doing is kind of a standard formation of sort of shielded units up in the front, all in shield wall, archers behind them, general behind them, and then I've got a unit of spearmen kind of hanging around at the back just to counter any cavalry that might sneak in behind, just so they don't charge on my general. I've then put cavalry in the trees over here, so they're placed a bit strangely just to get them all hidden in the trees, but they are all there, they're all hidden. Hopefully far enough away from the main force that they won't get spotted, but I'm going to hopefully use them to get some flanking charges in behind their troops and so on. Then I've also put some of my stronger melee units, so I've got my axes, my berserkers and my Danelaw Huskarls on the right hand side in some trees. Again, just to try and pick off some units on the my right hand flank, but we'll see. They're hopefully going to help me like smash them on the right hand side, and then we can move over to the left. We'll see what happens obviously when the battle starts. I don't know where their cav are going to go, but yeah, spearmen on the flanks here as well, just in case the cav charges head on. So yeah, I'm going to start the battle, and then as always I'll see you guys when the action begins. So I'm just hitting play here quick. I can see they've got cav on like the left and the right, so what I'm going to do is move these spearmen to the right hand flank. Simply because I can counter their cav with my cav on the left hand side. With my sorry, their cav on the right hand flank, however, I've only got these infantry units here who cannot really counter them, so I'm going to move these guys in to hopefully counter those bits of cavalry. Let's just have a look. Actually, they are melee cavalry, I believe, so yeah, they're going to charge us at some point. Right, I'm going to fast forward again. I'll be back with you shortly. Right, hitting play now as they're getting very close. Going to be within range of my archers shortly. I'm a little bit concerned about how close they're getting to these units. Hopefully they stay hidden. Looks like they have quite a lot of melee troops here and the decent tier 3 units which is probably why the balance of power is in their favour ever so slightly. Also got long axemen in the back as well. Thanes and Siege warriors. So we shall see what happens. If my cavalry don't get detected, I'm going to charge straight onto their cavalry. But I'm going to hopefully try and wait until their infantry engage at least, or something. We'll see.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Okay, these guys have now been seen. So let's get them charging in. And let's move my spearmen up as well. Hopefully we take out their cav, that'll be decent as well. And let's get my cav involved now as well. If these guys don't want this fight, then I will move them elsewhere. Looks like their guys are charging me. Got their cav lining up over here as well. Yep, just trying to send some cav down to help out on sort of one flank or the other. Let's get these guys lined up. Let's actually get these guys in this way and screen them with these spearmen. Right, now let's get my cav moving down this way. We're kind of... Oh, crap, I thought we were routing those guys, we're not, but let's send one unit back, that's fine. This is all their javelin men. They are sending one unit of cav back this way to us as well. Now with my stronger axemen, let's get them lined up over here. And we need to probably get my cav into their skirmishes if possible. We are hopefully winning that fight. We're not going to last very long though against this many units, so let's get these flanking charges in as quickly as we can. We've got some spearmen here that we can send chasing, sacrifice those I guess, and get them chasing the some of their skirmishes. Who's this guy here? That's javelin men. Let's just charge them off with our Danelaw axemen. If they're not going to catch them, that's fine. Let's charge into the backs of these guys. Okay, they're routing my Thane horsemen. Let's actually move my cavalry out of there. Definitely don't want to leave them to end up getting routed like everyone else. That's not what we want to happen. But we do want to take out their skirmishers, so we'll send them to do that instead. Okay, we're routing them on the right hand flank, which is perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to do. Alright, nice. So all these guys now just pile in on the right hand side is the plan, I think. Oh crap, forgot about these guys. Let's get them doing something. Nice, got a nice route going on here. Let's keep it going. Just keep piling in on the right hand side. My berserkers have gone berserk, so I don't know who they're actually after now, but that's fine. Looks like turning it around. The left hand flank is still like overrun completely though, so I need to be aware of that.
See, they flee before our might.
But we've absolutely smashed them on the right hand side, which is good. And we're into the back of their skirmishers too. So hopefully we can rout them. That's going to go in our favour, definitely. These scout horsemen... Oh, no, they're running now anyway, that's fine, never mind. I'm very proud of the frontline troops though. They're holding against superior forces, which is good. That shield wall makes a big difference. Looks like their skirmishers are kind of all running. Let's just keep the horsemen chasing. These spearmen, let's send them into the back over here. All these guys who are not doing much, let's keep piling in. Overwhelm them a little bit, that's the plan. Just realised I don't have a rally ability with this general. I think he's a new general, maybe that's why. Let's move him over a little bit though, just so his area of influence is kind of over all my troops. I feel like just
from
piling
the
these
enemy.
guys in now is
This is
probably not the
shameful.
best idea. Let's actually get them doing something sensible. Let's shoot at these guys as well, these archers, because they're shooting at me. In fact, they're actually doing a lot of damage. Let's get him back into shield wall. Yeah, these last few units I think are going to be like the more difficult ones to rout. But see, these guys are trying to get into behind us. Let's stop that from happening straight away. And let's get these guys all charging in because they're actually getting shot in the back right now. Which is not what we want. Hopefully General can rout this unit and then get him back into shield wall. These guys all fleeing now as well. Let's get them charged in.
It's a rout. Our warriors flee the battle.
Alright, we've got more of our troops actually running. Let's get Mr. General back into shield wall. I think we've successfully done this one. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have. Can't see them pulling back from this one. Don't seem to be able to select these guys, but there we go. Let's have everyone charging in where we can. These guys keep running and coming back. Let's send the General in now as well. They do still have some archers, but they're more or less running. Because we've been targeting them with my skirmishers and it seems to be working. Yeah, looks like their numbers are dwindling. As soon as they start running, we'll go for this unit here. And everyone else. Let's get them in on their General. Ah, he's running now as well. Perfect. Well, let's keep chasing him down and get him killed. Ah, there we go. He's dead already. Perfect. I'll end the battle there then. I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. Nice. So we did lose quite a lot of men, but nothing we can't recover from. We decimated their army, which is perfect. So we're going to take the replenishment, which should hopefully bring back most of my troops, or a lot of them at least. Alright then, so this is something I wasn't expecting, actually, and I don't actually know what to do about this. So, Defena have attacked my armies that were heading over to England. Now, I've got a couple of options. I can either retreat. It's frustrating because I think I might lose either way. I wonder if it's probably worth just auto-resolving this one. Interesting. Yeah, because ideally I want to get them onto land. They can defend themselves better from there. My troops suffer from seasickness. Looks like theirs do as well, but they have more troops. I think that's just why. Actually, no, they're actually deploying a lot less troops. So interesting that the balance of power would be so against us here. I'm actually going to retreat, I think. If they attack me again, obviously I'm going to lose the army, but it is what it is, I guess. Again, though, actually, that makes me wonder if I should. It's pretty much not a chance of me winning this, I don't think. Okay, I'm going to retreat.
Abandon the field.
And of course they chase, so we're going to have to auto-resolve now. Now I think we're probably going to lose this, which means we're going to lose Ragnald, and I can't actually see what the name of this army is, can I? No, we'll find out eventually. Yeah, let's auto-resolve it. And you know what? Let's fight it defensively. I want to... Actually, no, let's fight aggressively because... Yeah, we want to try and take out as many as we can if we're going down. There's no point trying to save troops if we're going to lose anyway. Wow, okay, was not expecting that. We actually won. That is perfect, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting that, but yeah. Well done, guys, I guess. We'll take the replenishment.
I have achieved greater rank.
Alright, so enemy killed in battle. I think that was the king of Defena. Best of intentions. Unfortunately, many of your free subjects have interpreted this increase in militarism as you tightening your grip on their lives, which has made them uneasy. So we've got -3 to public order for 6 turns. That's not good. I think we've been dealing with public order problems the entire campaign so far. And Ragnald, one of the Ragnalds, has gained strong arm. That's fine. Alright, well, yeah, that caused a bit of an issue, I guess. Yeah, in that the armies now that are coming in from over this side can be that much weaker after that battle. But it should be fine. I'm not going to go and finish them off. I want to just get these guys kind of onto land initially. So let's get them into this settlement. That gives us a nice little landing for our troops, I guess. So yeah, next turn we will get these guys all on land. Probably going to play to the end of this turn, guys, and leave it there. Just so you are aware. Alright, yeah, let's do this as well with Guthfrid. Gonna have to wait till next turn to actually do the attack, I believe. Oh, you know what? I could have attacked them from sea. I didn't even realise. Never mind. I'll occupy this one.
Yes, indeed.
Looks like I could do it this turn. Perfect. Alright, so we're making inroads now into other parts of England, which is brilliant. That's exactly what we wanted. In fact, these guys even made it onto land, but they're actually going to take attrition from doing that. Never mind. Let's check on everyone else. Oops, a bit too far there. So yeah, I'm actually going to definitely leave this army here in Dyflin. Sons of Odin. The reason being, we've got an army of the Anglo-Saxons over here. I'm half tempted to go kind of help out. Just to weaken the Anglo-Saxons even more. But then again, I quite like having one of their armies tied up over here in Ireland. It kind of keeps the Irish factions off my back as well. Because they're worrying about the Anglo-Saxons. Yeah, now let's leave that little situation where it is. We've also got... Where have they gone? Yeah, so there's an army of the Anglo-Saxons here which have moved into Oswaldistro. Looks like they're poised to take that next turn. They are a 19 stack, all fully replenished. So I think I'm going to move this army, the Bringers of Ragnarok, into Scrobsburg over here. Just so they get a bit more replenishment. I'm not going to finish off this army. Let's leave them for now. I need to think defensively here, because they're probably going to take Oswaldistro. So I need to take it back off them as soon as possible. So that's the consideration I guess I have to kind of make there. Looks like another settlement was taken by this army of Sussex. So I think we're going to go in and take Lude. Well, take it back, should I say. The reason I did that was for that bit of extra replenishment. It's definitely going to help. It's kind of instant replenishment, which is good. So next turn... Yeah, we're just going to keep chasing them, basically. I'm sure they're going to keep taking settlements. I've got the money to not really be too bothered about it now. It's just the time it's going to take to kind of take that back off them. Just kind of hope no more armies come from this eastern part, well, southeastern part of the country. It's all bogs here as well, which makes it really difficult for troops to move around. So I think I'm going to send my troops by sea when I eventually get down there. Let's deal with these events here now as well. So we've got public order issues everywhere. That's simply because we've got that public order debuff, which is definitely not helping these places where we've got risk of rebellion, so we need to obviously keep an eye on those as well. Damaged buildings then, Dyflin. We have a bit more money now, so hopefully we can fix them. Whatever it costs, let's just get it done. And where else? Dagenham, which is one of the ones we just took. Wow, they're expensive to fix, but again, let's just get them done. Leaves us with not much money, but next turn we're going to be having like 5,000 dumped into our account, so that's good. Attrition for the Death Givers. Okay, that's fine. These guys are now quite weak, I would imagine, so we might be able to just take this. Yeah, definitely. So let's sort of resolve this defensively. Awesome. We did lose some men, but we should get them back.
It's rewarded.
Should get them back by occupying. Saying that they're still going to take attrition. Oh, it's because of the supplies, actually. Yeah, didn't even think about that. We kept them there for quite a while, didn't we? Well, this supplies just start to go up again next turn. Hopefully killing that army now doesn't free up funds for them to build another one here and start causing more mayhem. That seems to be what happens, but we'll see. So that was the Death Givers. Swords of Wayland as well. Also taking attrition. I think, yeah, that's because these guys just landed in the snow over here, which is fine. Next turn. Next turn they'll get sorted. I think what I'll do is move the Fury of Tyr off south, initially, and then let the Swords of Wayland sit in the settlement here and replenish, and then move them east, I think, is the plan. East and south, maybe. I think I only probably need... You know, actually, no, I might keep them together, only because I know the Anglo-Saxons have a bunch of armies around here, and a bunch of allies as well. So I need to be a little bit more careful. Just checking the traits here for anything negative, but there's nothing. Skills available for both Ragnalds. So, Swords of Wayland... Ragnald. Apparently a new general, I didn't realise. Let's give him a point in champion then. That's probably why some of my generals, like the last battle, he didn't have the rally ability, probably because he's a new general, I would imagine. And then Ragnald up here in the north with the Death Givers. Let's give him... You know what, I'm actually tempted to go another point into Quartermaster, only because this guy's chasing a lot of units and probably going to continue to do that if he's going to chase raiders down. Need him to move about as quickly as possible, so that hopefully will work. Lathan over here has some repairs needed. And I think that's it. Let's have a look. Guthfrid hasn't moved. Actually, Uhtred's the one sitting in Ireland, so he's not going to move. Bjorn of the Slain Warriors, we do want to move him. And yeah, let's go for Wigrechester. I think that's how you pronounce it. And we'll occupy that as well. And that's our income even better, which is perfect. Yeah, I just want to kind of keep taking these little settlements more just to annoy them, if more than anything else, and just hurt their income. It might make things a little bit messy, but then I've got the bigger armies at the back who can sweep through and take up any settlements that get left behind. Especially the big walled settlements, they're the ones that need the big armies to take them. Alright then guys, I think that is it. Let's just double check. Uhtred's in Difflin, just keeping him there. Don't have any money to recruit or buy anything this, or build anything rather, this turn. So yeah, let's leave the episode there guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the episode, make sure you hit that like button. Got any comments, tips or feedback, leave them down below in the comment section. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications as well, to get notified when I upload. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys on the next one.